Alright, what's going on, you fucking dickheads? Welcome back to League of Legends today. Singed, top lane, Arcane Comet. I'm not going to be using Arcane Comet anymore because it's not very good. This is going to be like a 45-minute game with a shit ton of team fighting. My Comet gets a 20% hit rate for a total of 1,600 and something damage. Yeah, I'm sorry, Minish Cap, I just can't find a way to make this work. I'll be running Airy from now on Singed. Comet is more of a Lux thing. So, you saw a very bad game last video, where I went 217 and 8, yet still won because I entered retard mode, which hopefully I'll make a video on soon because it's a legitimate thing. I just need to practice it a bit more, and since retard mode is not something you go into the game wanting to do, that can be a bit difficult. But, this is going to be an example of a game done pretty well. Obviously, there are a couple of dumb mistakes. There's always going to be those in a Chimso video, let's face it, come on guys. But, it's going to be a much better game. And I'm going to have a very significant effect on the game. So first of all, we're going to start trying to proxy here. I see Riven trying to go in, so I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to be able to proxy, let's not risk it. And, yeah, we're just going to go for the lane. Now, runes this game, Arcane Comet, which I'll be replacing with Airy. Don't use Arcane Comet, trust me. Celerity, Ultimate Hat, Gathering Storm. Secondary tree is Resolve, taking Unflinching, and Iron Skin for the AD matchup. And, oh my, look at these tryhards, man. Who wards this fucking Tribush? Seriously? Who the fuck has that warded? Wow. Bunch of tryhards, man. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with that, though. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty aloof this game. I just played it. It was sort of late. It's like 11:30 now, so it's fresh in my mind. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna record it. So the first thing that happens is, I think that she has Ignite for some reason. I think, like, when I tab, and I look at the scoreboards, and I see that red thing next to her name, I'm like, oh, she has Ignite. It's like, no, Chimso, that's Electrocute, you fucking retard. Come on. New runes have been out for a while. Get with it. So yeah, gonna just get fucking creamed early on in the lane and just come on back in and play the laning phase fairly nicely. Oh, by the way, sorry about the music in this video. This is Smile DK's Party Around the World album. Sorry, I'm just a big fan of bubblegum pop. It's one of my guilty pleasures, and I was just like, I want to just fucking play tonight. Probably not get a game. I'll record, but it's probably not going to be a YouTube game, and it ended up being a YouTube game, so... Yep, this video ain't gonna get monetized, but whatever. It's cool. I like it, you know. This is two Denmark musicians singing Japanese-inspired Europop. I mean, come on, what's not to love, boys? What's not to love? And like 2% females who probably watch me. Whatever. So, laning against a Riven, well, this is just one of the most common fucking lane matchups you ever go up against. I used to hate this matchup. Riven used to be my least favorite champion of the game. Now it's probably Lee Sin, honestly. With my end-of-year stats, Lee Sin was the champion that killed me the most. The jungler. A jungler killed me the most. And Lee Sin is definitely one of the worst junglers to go up against as Singed. Probably the worst would be Yi. And I'd say the second worst would be Lee Sin. Yi because you just can't stop him with anything. He just always catches you. And Lee Sin because... for that fucking Q, man. That Q's a total cunt. So here, I keep thinking, oh, Riven's got Ignite, so I'm going to push her in. Oh, nice, she went back, she's going to miss all this CS, and then she starts teleporting. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a retard. Whatever, you know, I would have done the same thing if she had teleport, force her to blow it anyways, so... That is good. I'll be rushing a Bramble Vest this game. This game is, okay, I'm not going back yet. Yeah, I'm trying to get 600 gold so I can come back with 2 cloth armors. Riven does a stupid thing here, in my opinion. She comes back with a Null Magic Mantle. I would have just gone more damage, honestly. I get she's trying to build into a Hex Shrinker, but, like, just get damage. Fuck it. Yeah, so I like a team comp like this because it's very easy to itemize against this team comp. One of the hardest things about Singe is itemization, but this team comp, it's a no-brainer. So, you know, Riven top, Xin Zhao jungle, Yasuo mid, Lux support, Varus ADC. Now, the Lux support and Varus ADC sort of throw a wrench in the works in regards to boot builds, because you really want to merc shreds against those two people, because they're always just going to fucking lock you down. But here's the thing, I don't think I get hit by a single Lux light binding this game. I've got to watch. I don't remember getting hit by a single one this game. And like I said, there was a lot of team fighting, so keep an eye on that. I get hit by a lot of Varus ults, though, because they're very fucking hard to dodge. But yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer here. You go Ninja Tabi, and my build here is going to be Leandri's Torment into Thornmail, into Rylai's, and I'll be rushing a Bramble Vest, because it's just very, very good when you've got an AD top and an AD jungler. It's great, and especially, you know, Riven not as much of an auto-attacker, I suppose. I mean, neither is Xin Zhao anymore. But they still do auto-attack a lot if they're good players, which, to be honest with you, they are pretty decent players. There's no, like, bad players in this game, in my opinion. For once, I can actually say this is a good game. Like, all the players on both the teams actually play pretty decently, but we just outplayed them in the team fights towards the mid-game. So yeah, gonna go an early Bramblevest into a Leandries, finish off the Bramblevest into Thornmail, into Rylai's. That's pretty much the build these days, in my opinion, the best build on Singed. Is to start off with a Leandries, because it's just so much fucking damage. Yeah, we used to start off with a Rylai's, but, like, Leandries just hurt so much more than Rylai's. It's amazing. So, basically, like, there are some times you want to go Rylai's, I'm not gonna lie. Let's say you're up against fucking... I had this not long ago. Garen top, Udyr jungle. Yeah, get a Rylai's first, because they're just never going to be able to catch you if you have a Rylai's. But if you're up against some hippity-hoppity, faggoty motherfucker like Riven and Xin Zhao and Yasuo, your Rylai's ain't going to do much, so you can put it a bit lower on the list of priorities. So I'm going to go Bramblevest into Ninja Tabi, very defensive early start, and then I'll just go into my Leandry's Torment. I'm actually not going to upgrade my potion, simply because there's never really a convenient time to do it. Here, this sucks. I'm like, I want to wait for boots. And I hope she's dumb enough not to push, but she does push, and I'm actually going to miss quite a bit of CS here, so probably not worth it. It's one of the reasons why I sort of like the Inspiration Tree taking Future Market, but the bad thing about Future Market is, when you go into debt, after you leave the base, it immediately deducts 50 gold from you. So every time you go into debt, and you leave the base, the fountain with debt, you're basically losing 50 gold. So I really didn't like that. But, yeah, Future Market does have its highlights. So not really much going on here. I'm level 6, so is Riven. I just want to push, basically. Yeah, I just want to push and go proxy. I don't want to stay in lane against Riven. I'm probably not going to be able to kill her. She's gone for some early MR. She seems to not be a complete mongoloid, so... Don't really want to do that, just want to go proxy. Here I actually wanted to drag that minion wave past the tower, so I didn't take as much damage from it, but Riven came and cut me off, so I just have to commit to the proxy, unfortunately. And I'm just going to end up missing this cannon creep as well, because I'm thinking, do I go mid? But the fight has already gone down. Teleport is up, but from this position, I can easily just rotate mid for a gank. When you're proxying here, you always want to look to gank mid. You always. Like, when you're in this position, you want to be like, okay, I want to gank mid whenever the opportunity arises. And here, once again, I'm seeing, like, can I go? Can I go there? Do I want to go there? I guess not. Because Yasuo looks like he wants to leave. He's just toying with Fiddle. But whatever. He's probably going to leave by the time I get there. Alright, I'll try. Yeah, then he backs off. I'm just like, yeah. Probably not going to get him. He's going to play too safe, so just going to keep proxying. Bramblevest gives you a decent amount of armor to tank the minion, tank the creeps. And it also sort of helps you out proxying. It's not as good as you might think, because the creeps have to be hitting you for it to help. But it will damage the creeps when they attack you. So it does sort of help you clear a little bit. It reminds me of the old Sunfire Cape rush that some of us used to do. You know, helps you proxy because it kills the creeps, but Bramblevest is just better. Maybe I'll try out the new Sunfire Cape on Singe, we will see. So here Xin Zhao has died, so I'm just going to steal his red buff. Yeah, I'm going to lose my proxy position here, and I really don't like stealing the red buff. This is why I much rather prefer proxying on the other side of the map. Because the other side of the map lets you proxy away, no, lets you kill blue buff easily. And that's just amazing. Now here I'm like, alright, this pink ward here, remember this pink ward, because this is going to be a bit of a vendetta, me and this pink ward. So she starts teleporting to this pink ward. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Why did you waste your teleport doing that? Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I'm going to get salty about that, so I'm going to go try and sneak and kill this pink ward. But, yeah, it's not really going to work out the way I planned. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to get this pink ward. Being all cocky. Cool, now run away. And why the fuck is Xin Zhao here? Okay. It's alright, I'm 2 levels ahead, I can do this. Now, the problem I made here was I did not drop my W on the Riven as soon as possible. I waited to do it. If I dropped my my W on the Riven ASAP... I would have stopped her from dashing into me. So, yeah. A dumb mistake. I shouldn't have died there. I was just trying to... Like I said, I'm not really taking this game that seriously. But, yeah. That is a way I would have survived there, almost guaranteed. Because I ground her. She just can't do a weeaboo jumping shit into me. And I'm completely fine. So, yeah. Mistake there. Whatever. We'll come back from it. Or will we? Because I still want to get that pink ward. Gonna teleport here, of course. Don't want to miss all this CS. And we'll just go right back into what we're doing, because, you know, that was a stupid death, but I still don't really fear Riven and Xin Zhao. It took them a lot to kill me there, and I only died because I made a mistake. So, I'm still fairly confident in this lane. I'm fairly happy with the position I'm in. Obviously, I'd rather not have died. And now Riven has a red buff, which is really gay. I love the grounding, because now this Riven is just like, wait, what? What? I can't press a button and jump fucking halfway across the lane? What the fuck? He just has to sit there in the goo and just sort of be sad. So, that is one thing that I really love about it. Oh, such a good change. Such a good change. Good job, man, Wolfax boss. I love you. Once again, here, I'm looking like... If I had ult here, I probably would have tried for the dive, but I don't. So I'm just going to sort of back off and recall. You know, I don't really want to risk anything here. We don't want to do anything too dumb. This, Jarvan 4 is playing quite aggressive here. It is Jarvan 4 mid. Which is, okay. You know, we have a source of AP damage in me, so... And Fiddle. So having an AD mid laner, one like... Well, that was a burp. Fucking hell. Having a strong AD mid laner like Jarvan is actually pretty good. Having an AP mid laner here wouldn't be that good. Too much AP. Now, Riven here is actually not built a Hex Shrinker. I just noticed. I thought she had a Hex Shrinker this game. I think she gets one later, but she should have just rushed the Hex Shrinker. Been a really good buy against me and Fiddle, because it would be very hard for us to kill her. Like, it would be very hard for me to kill her solo, which is good enough, but it would also be hard for both of us to kill her, because we're both AP. I don't know why she went Phage here. Once again, just keep pushing in. Mid lane is unfortunately getting pushed down, which is sort of gay. Yeah, this is gonna not be a stomp in either direction. It's gonna be fairly close. The enemy team actually sort of gets a little bit of a lead in this earlier part of the game. They get some towers on us. They do get a few more kills eventually. But we are going to eventually bring it back. This is why I really like this game. Because, you know, stomps are fun to watch and you can definitely learn something from them. But games like this are where you really can master your skills on any champion. But especially Singe, who plays so well in the mid game. So I'm going to maybe move down there and try and get a gank. Once again, just notice how I'm always looking for ganks. I'm going to make a video at some point talking in depth about proxying. And, you know, like, the logistics what's going through my head when I do it. And here, once again, you know, whatever. I'm just memeing. I'm just like, I'm just going to kill this ward. Oh, what the fuck? Why are you here again? What a bunch of tryhards, eh? But fortunately, it's going to go a lot better for me this time. Because they're going to... Riven flashes for some reason, even though that was nowhere near hitting me. And I'm just gonna get away quite easily. Oh no, I'm gonna try and go back in, because Fiddle's coming back in. I'm just gonna run up to Riven and fucking... that was a bad fling. So close to death there, and that's actually gonna end up pretty badly for us here. This is where they sort of pull ahead. That's really unfortunate. But, what can you do? Well, you can play better, chimp, so you fucking mong. You can play better, that's what you can do. And here I'm just sort of like, I don't really know what to do. I mean, yeah, Fiddle just dies for free, and then I'm gonna die for free as well, because, you know, weeaboo jumping things. When did Xin Zhao's bloody jump range? I didn't realize it was that long. Fucking hell. Yeah, these tryhards, man. You tell him, chimp, sir. You type in chat in frustration. Get him, Jin. This Jin's gonna be a star, by the way. He does quite well in this game. And this Lulu too. Like, our bot lane does actually quite decently. Neither bot lane does poorly. This is a... I think this is the reason why this game was so good, because the bot lanes were pretty even. You know, neither one got like a massive advantage in the early game. Most games are decided by the bot lane still because, you know, there's just... You know, there's two people in the bot lane. Most games are just decided by it. No matter if it's a bot lane meta or not. So, having a game where the bot lane doesn't... Like, one bot lane doesn't convincingly win means that you're going to have a close game generally. And yeah, this Varus is going to be a threat, but our bloody Jhin is going to be a much bigger threat later on. So I'm desperately running bot. You know, Jhin and Lulu are top, they can cover that. I'm desperately running top to try and save this tower. I don't remember if I do. Okay, there's one light binding missed. I'm not going to save this tower. Riven TPs for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to get rooted here, but Lux has already used their light binding, so I'm just going to simply walk away from this. And I blow a flash. So yeah, I'm cool with that exchange. I'm not happy with losing the tower, but... That was going to go down no matter what I did. I tried. And now we're just going to back off. Traded my ult for a flash. Perfectly worth it. It was a flash on the Varus too, I believe. So, even better. And now I'm just going to sell this potion and grab some grab a health crystal. I don't need the potion anymore. If that was a corrupting potion, I wouldn't have sold it. You want to hold on to a corrupting potion for as long as you can, because it's like 400 mana. No, it's like, yeah, it's all like 500 health when you have a Dark Seal. It's just 500 health for free and a bunch of mana and extra damage. Why would you want to sell that to get a health crystal? It's not worth it. You don't get as much from it. But yeah, just a fucking flask, whatever. I mean, it's technically still worth more than a health crystal, but considering how much damage the enemy team has, I think I want that little bit of burst protection a bit more than the sustain. Gonna head top here. I got TP, so I can come in. I am looking on the minimap, seeing if I can come in and do stuff. I think I'm gonna channel a teleport here, but I'm gonna cancel the teleport when I realize that my team is gonna win this fight, and I'm gonna keep pushing. And here's a Varus, and as you can see, like here, you know, our Jin's pretty far ahead, but this Varus does quite a bit of damage. Can't shit on that. I'm thinking maybe I'll ambush him here, but yeah, it's got that warded. I'm just gonna fuck around with him a bit. To be fair, it's pretty risky considering I could just get ulted here, but hey, yeah. This is Shimso playing, what do you expect? That's right, we can listen to some sentimental Japanese-inspired Europop from a Danish girls' Europop band while we wait. Oh, come on. Next track. Give me the next track. Yay! We're happy again! So, I just want to try and push this in and go back. You know, a little bit of... It's not really warded, but most of the enemy team's mid, so I'm like, fuck it, let's just do that. But then Riven shows up, and nah, let's get the fuck out of there. Recall, get my Haunting guys, keep putting into that Leandries. So yeah, like, Leandries guys is so much fucking damage. Holy shit, it's so much fucking damage. It's way more damage than Rylai's. It doesn't seem like it, but that burn passive... First of all, people think that you need Rylai's to make the burn passive work. First of all, well, second of all, I already said first of all. Second of all, the burn passive is really strong on its own. 2% of max health per second is... No, sorry, 2% of current health. Yeah, 2% of current health per second is really fucking strong. Having it 4% is even stronger, for sure. But 2% is still really strong. That still gives you way more damage than Rylai's. I'm pretty sure Leandries and Rylai's both give the same amount of AP. Am I correct? It's both 80? I think Rylai's might be slightly less. But yeah, it's more damage. And also, you know, you don't always need the Rylai's to get the slow effect. Oh, here, by the way, I just go for it. The whole team's here. I ult Ghost on Xin, fling him, just try and get him down. I'm pretty tanky here because my Bramble Vest and Ninja Talby. I get cock blocked by the Jarvanot. But in the engage ends up killing the Yasuo, but we're going to get 2 towers, blow a Lux Flash as well, because she doesn't expect the speedy boy to come running through. And it works pretty well. But yeah, you know, there are other ways to get these slow other than just... oh, okay, never mind. I got hit by a Lux Light Binding there. But that doesn't really matter, does it? Because, you know, getting hit by that binding didn't really stop an engage or anything. But yeah, I did get hit by one, sure. But you're going to see how many I dodged this game, which is really good. Yeah, but you know, you have your W, which slows, which will proc the 4% damage. I'm pretty sure while they're being flung, they take the 4% damage, though that doesn't last for very long, so... Yeah, it's not that amazing. And you know, your team's movement impairing abilities will also apply the 4%. Well, no, they won't apply it, but they'll make you do 4% instead of 2%. So there are ways to get that 4%, and consider, like, you know, when you're fighting someone, you drop your W on top of them. They're going to be slowed quite a bit. So it's obviously not as good now that W doesn't last as long, but it's still very effective. Hey, at least I'm not singing. I fucking hate YouTubers who randomly start singing shit. Which is really annoying, because I do it too. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm singing on a video. Fuck, better stop that. Oh, I'm a spastic. I guess that's why you love me. So I'm telling my team to go bot now, because there's nothing to push in the mid lane. I mean, there is the inhibitor tower and the inhibitor, but there's 2 turrets left in the bot lane still, so... I might as well go down there and start pushing that instead. I'm going to go top, purely because I got my TP up, so... Well, no, not purely, because I would have gone top anyways to clear this wave. But I'm going to stay top for quite a while, I think, because my TP is up. And look at this fucking damage now. Oh, so beautiful. I do love me some Rylai's here. No, fuck you, tower, that's mine. I'll pay 110 mana to get that. Here I see Xin Zhao going to the blue buff. But Fiddle, very smart, by the way. Doing the blue buff in the blue buff bush is very smart, because the jungler goes there and is like, oh, there's no blue buff here, and walks away. while you're doing it in the bush. But yeah, I was going to be there to back him up in case he decided to investigate further. He probably would have killed the Sins out there if he did that. I'm going to teleport into the mid lane because there is a fight going on, and I'm going to run straight for their backline. Well, their quote-unquote backline. I'm going to go, yeah, I'm just going to go for the Zinzao because I can kill the Zinzao. Nope, nice try. Okay, that wasn't really a dodge, she more just whiffed that one. This guy's so fast, he's got bloody chilling smite and everything. But I'm going to end up fleeing him, catching him. And get the poison on her when she comes out as Onya's, and I actually get the kill with the Comet there. Don't use Comet, it's bad. Yep, gonna make a pretty easy escape, run away. Riven decides not to pursue further. And Jin did a pretty good job there as well. So 3 people are down, 2 are mid, so I'm just gonna go top and... No, I'm not gonna go top and quickly push. I'm gonna recall, don't want to risk it. That ward's still there, by the way. I've learnt my lesson, I'm not gonna try and get it. I'm just gonna sit here and mastery emote near it and hope I don't get Vera assaulted. That works. So yeah, going to that Thornmail second item here. Just, you know, I'm not behind. I'm doing perfectly fine. I've got decent farm. I haven't fed a bunch of kills to the enemy team. And my team's doing well, so I can go tank. That's what a lot of people, you know, don't really understand about Singe, in my opinion. They think like, oh, you know, if you're behind on Singe and you get killed really easily, you have to build tank. No, build damage. If I was like 0 and 8 here, I'd build a Raleigh straight away. I wouldn't bother going tank. Because I'm going to die no matter what. I'm behind. Well, no, not really. I'm probably not even behind. I'm probably up on farm. But, you know, the enemy team has got a bunch of kills and shit. I'm just going to go for damage and hope I can cheese the team fights with the damage, because I'm not going to live long enough. So I'll just go straight for Oralize and build Thornmail third item. But here, because, you know, I'm in a very good spot, I can successfully run around their back line. I'm going to go into that Thornmail to just survive. And Thornmail is a very easy item choice to build here because they're all AD. So... yeah, no issue. Well, I guess, you know, Varus does a lot of mixed damage, Lux is AP, but their main damage threats are AD mostly, so it's fine to take that. Here I'm going to start working on this tower. Start to be a bit cheeky here, fling Riven. I see Fiddle coming up, so I'm like, alright, cool, you know, I'll dive her, let's go. Doesn't really go the way I expected. Yeah, Fiddle sort of, like, does something, I don't know what she's doing here. Like, I don't know what Fiddle's doing here. I don't know why he's not running towards me. He's getting the creeps for some reason. I'm like, okay. Oh, well, now I'm getting out of here and you're dead. So I drop a goo there, like maybe he can escape, but yeah, no. And my team decides to derp into the enemy team for some reason. Not the Jin, though. The Jin's a smart man. He knows what's up, so he's going to back off. I'm going to run all the way back to the tower to recall because, you know, I'm pretty sure Riven is recalled because she was low, but she could be chilling out in a bush somewhere waiting. So I'm just going to recall safely under the tower. And this Jin, man, I can't praise this guy enough. Gets the Scuttle Crab here. Where, like, a lot of us are dead, so he gets vision on the Barren Forest there. Permanent vision that they can't remove. Smart move by him. Very smart move by him. I don't think much of this engage. I'm like, oh, Jarvan can get away from this. But for some reason he flags and drags a really short distance instead of the max distance, so... yeah, not quite. We do manage to kill the Zins out there, though. Yeah, me and this Jin have a couple of good moments together this game. And that was one of them. But, oh no, emergency situation. I need to go top. Yeah, I just need to go top. Try and save this tower. But Varus does quite a bit of damage. Doesn't do as... like, he doesn't do as much damage per hit, but he's got so much attack speed, it's ridiculous. I'm actually going to pop Ghost all the way back here so it can ramp up and I can try and get there faster. Now I pop ult. I'm obviously going to eat a Varus ult. I didn't even bother dodging it from that distance, but yeah, I'm going to do a lot of damage and I've got a Bramble Vest, so goodbye. And he has no life still, but even if he did, Grievous Wounds would do its work. It's such a fucking good track. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know, I just like this stuff. I've always liked this stuff, man. When I was younger, I played GTA Vice City so much, so I fell in love with, like, 80s pop. And then I just fell in love with pop in general. It's weird. I don't like most modern pop, though. I like sort of the... I like Eurodance, Europop, Eurobeat. Oh, yeah. I like a lot of European stuff. But, yeah, not much of the modern stuff. Some of it's good, but, yeah. Why are we talking about music? This is a League of Legends game, but I guess I gotta spend... Do something to fill in the dead air. Yeah, building towards my Rylai's now. 8 stacks on the Dark Seal, looking good. Never upgrade your Dark Seal into Medjai's when you're playing Singed. That's always a dumb idea. Even if you're like 10-0, 1 death and you're fucked. So just don't do it. Seriously, it's not worth the risk. You will... If you go into every game with that decision, like, oh, I've got a 10-stack Dark Seal, I'm going to upgrade my Magi's, upgrade into Magi's, you will see a decrease in your win percentage. Yeah, there'll be some games where you're like, oh my god, it went so well, and yeah, I destroyed them, but trust me, it'll decrease your win percentage. Don't do it. No, Singe is not that sort of champion. You do it on Lux. Lux is great, because according to... Oh, by the way. Yep, going for a flank here. And just fling the Yasuo. But yeah, Lux had the least damage taken throughout the entirety of Season 7, according to the end of Season 7 thing. Dodge another binding. So yeah, there's that. Keep that in mind. Here I want to fling the Varus, but that's a nice Riven stun. I actually do fling the Riven, but Lulu ults me at exactly the same time. So it ends up cancelling my... And I get killed by the fucking comet, really. It ends up cancelling my fling. You know, I start to fling her. The airborne thing goes up in the air. She goes up in the air, but... Then Lulu ults me and fucking knocks the Riven up in place, so... I mean, that ult did save me, so I can't be annoyed, but... Yeah. Sucks a little bit. 2 for 2... Oh no, we actually just lose 2 in that fight. And we take out Varus. Yasuo was already dead, so... Yeah. Could have gone better. No, it was 2 for 2. Yasuo did die in that fight just earlier. Yeah. Yeah, you can see why I like this game a lot. Because, you know, it's not a stomp, you know? This is anybody's game. One fight swings a game. But our Jhin is just really fat, which is nice. But, you know, he didn't get fat because he fucking just stomped the laning phase. He's getting fat because he's making a lot of plays in the mid game. Which is how I like my games. I'm going to head bot. I've got teleport. Initially, I'm like, why the fuck is Jarvan coming bot? But, yeah, this tower's still up, so we might as well push it. Oh, this is such a good track as well. Okay, remember how I said I played GTA Vice City a lot when I was younger? I gotta play it again, by the way. Fuck it, it's been too long. There was a song on one of the radio stations, Flash FM, I think. Who sung it? Ah, I forget, but this is a cover of that song, Japanese Boy. Oh, such a good track. Takes me back. So yeah, we're pushing down this tower now. Dragon is coming up, so we're gonna want to probably rotate to do that. But the enemy team is going to flank us, quote-unquote, but my entire enemy team is coming back. I do not know what this Varus is doing, so that's the easiest kill ever on him. And I'm just going to chase after this Lux. Dodge the binding. I don't think I've been hit by like a single binding that I'm like, oh shit, you know. And yeah, we're just going to sort of sweep them here quite easily. And, you know, I'm thinking, I want to get this tower and the Baron. So I'm like, I'm going to head towards the Baron. The Dragon. Me and Fiddle can do it. You guys can just get the tower. But Fiddle decides he doesn't want to come. So what I should have done was just ran and got that plant there to get some health back and then done the Dragon. But it ends up being a bit too late. I'm like, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it now. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's see what happens. Does Chimso get the Dragon? Top 10 anime fights right here, boys. Come on. Oh, not even close, baby. Easy. Thornmail too strong, man. Yeah, no, I'm just going to get out of here, though. Let's not stick around. So things are looking good. 10-stack Dark Seal, Rylai's, Liandry's, and Thornmail, the trifecta. Powerful items. Back in the day, this would have been Rod of Ages, Rylai's, Liandry's. I'm going to miss those days, man. I might just build Rod of Ages again randomly one day. Just for shits and giggles. Chimso's bringing Rod of Ages Singe back, guys. Trust me. 6 Rod of Ages Singe is making a comeback. I'm probably going to do that one day. It's just a fucking troll game. 6 Rod of Ages Singe with Sork Boots and 5 Rod of Ages. Perfect. That's how we go. So I'm heading down towards the Baron here. I want to get vision on it. Fortunately, they're not doing it, but, you know. And here, that ward is so fucking annoying. I'm like, alright, I'm going to get this ward. Okay. My auto attack, my attack move is not working. It's hitting the Baron. So in the end, I'm going to take a bunch of unnecessary damage from the fucking Baron, because that ward is a troll. I probably should have just panned my camera a little bit more to the right and I would have gotten that. But this is actually quite bad, because I'm like, if I want to teleport into a fight, I'm not going to have as much health. Which is, yeah, quite bad. So I'm just like, don't fight. Ah, my team's fighting. Oh, shit. I'm gonna teleport in, but it's too late now. So yeah, my team throwing here now, unfortunately. Oh, Jin, you failed me, bro. Nothing I can do here. I can't stop that Baron. They're all pretty much full health, and, you know, it's just me. Singe can turn around Baron fights quite well, but, I mean, yes. Not against all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off the waves so they can't immediately push mid. But yeah, not going to stick around anymore. Got one wave of creeps, let's just get out of here now. Actually, no, I'm going to head bot, because I don't want Yasuo to push that down. I saw him rotating towards that area. So yeah, you can see Riven pushing mid now, but there's no wave. She's going to have to wait for the next one to come. And Yasuo decides to randomly take poison there for some reason. You don't want to take Rylai's Leandri's poison against a Singe who's stacking up with Gathering Storm as well. Our Gathering Storm is quite good, you know. The later the game goes, the better you get. Which is very nice. So the entire enemy team is pushing mid, and they make a fatal mistake here. Like, alright, is Yasuo going to fight me? Okay, maybe, whatever. Don't really want to fight him, I just want to keep him distracted, I want to just push the way, but then they decide to just literally pincer themselves, dodge into the binding. So yeah, now literally I'm cutting off their escape. There's just a miasma of AIDS and cancer in their fucking way. And yeah, they just get collapsed on because I block their escape. They have to try and force their way through me, they take a shit ton of damage. I'm gonna die, but it doesn't matter. That's gonna be a common theme a lot in this game. I'm gonna end up dying at the end of the team fights, but it's not gonna matter, we end up just wiping them. But yeah, the enemy team just played themselves there. That was their bad. I don't know why they all decided to rotate bot and just get pincered. Doesn't really make much sense, but okay. But yeah, well, this is just me playing the team fights while here and my team following up. Once again, nobody in this game is like completely fucking horrible. I mean, yeah, that wasn't a good play, but it's not like, oh my god, why? Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was just a misplay, a very common misplay that happens a lot. You know, people are just like, oh, we're gonna rotate. Oh, wait. That Singe, oh, that Singe can't do anything. We can just walk through him. Oh, shit. We're all fucking squishy, and we just fucking die. Singe loves squishy teams. As long as they don't snowball out of control, which this enemy team isn't. Singe loves squishy teams, because he just does so much damage to them. And since squishy teams are generally all AD, you know, people just want to go for the meme team and go all AD, it's even better. Obviously, Xin will be building some tanks, so not completely squishy, but, you know, no tank top lane. That sort of sucks, and you know, AD-focused early Xin. Yeah, he is getting damage now. So, I'm sorry, tank now, so... This gives me a real Britney Spears vibe, what the fuck? Or like a Nikki Webster vibe. Oh, Nikki Webster, that takes me back, fucking hell. How old was I when she was fucking making songs? Was it like 2002 or something? I was like 6? Fucking hell. Alright, so I'm looking to stop Xin Zhao from pushing this wave. You know, like cut him off, but then I'm just like, okay, my team is fighting in the mid lane. So I want to stay near the mid lane so I can rotate quickly. So I'm just going to cut off the other wave and hope that he can't push far enough. And he ends up just giving up the push, but... yeah, you know, he could have gotten that tower, but, you know, probably a smart idea to stay. Now here I go in because, you know, the Jhin ult comes down. I'm like, I can follow up on a Jhin ult slowing down Varus. But he ends up landing the snare there, so even better. Oh, by the way, of note, it was actually my W that allowed him to get the snare there instead of the slow. So yeah. Teamwork, boys. Me and this Jhin, man. Fucking legends. I gotta add him after the game. Fucking hell. What's his name? Fuck. Alright, I gotta add him. I'll add him fucking after I record this shit. But yeah, you know, a bunch of picks. Very good picks on my team, so we're just gonna push. It's just the enemy team playing a little bit sloppy now. Yeah, started off doing quite decently, but not anymore now. We are definitely pulling ahead. We're outplaying them quite hard here. Much to my chagrin, I'm gonna sell my Dark Seal here. I really want my Warmogs. Like, Warmogs this late in the game is just so good. Like, the health is great when you've already got all your resistances set up. So, me, I've got all the armor I really need. You know, Thornmail and Ninja Tabi is giving me a lot of armor here. You know, I could have gone top here, by the way. Clear that wave, get some gold, but I want to be near my team in case they get collapsed on. So yeah, that tower's going to take a bunch of damage. I'm going to miss some gold, but I'm like, okay, we can get Dragon and start pushing. The team doesn't really want to do that, so I would have been better served just going top, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, Warmogs. So once you've already got all the resistances you need, as long as the enemy team doesn't have like a shit ton of health shred, like If they got fucking 3 Blade of the Rune Kings, don't bother. But in this case, they don't really have much health shred. I don't think there's a single Blade of the Rune King on the enemy team. So I'm like, fuck it, go the Warmogs. And the best thing about it is the Warmog's heart passive, when you have over 2,850 health, that regen out of combat is insane. Like, literally, you can get into a fight, like a skirmish, you know, kill somebody with your team. By the way, here we're gonna misplay. Jhin is not here. I should have just waited for the Jhin. But I get, this is all my fault, by the way. I get really aggressive. I'm just gonna go in. But yeah, Yasuo sort of just shits on the backline a little bit. I die. If I just waited for Jhin, that would have been fine. Yeah, that was completely my fault, unfortunately. So yeah, now we're making the mistakes, which sucks. But we're gonna come back from it. It's all right. Jhin is actually gonna once again play really well here. So yeah, the Warmog's passive is just amazing, guys. Like, the ability to just dip out of a fight for like 10 seconds, restore all your HP, and then go back to like sieging a tower or something is just phenomenal. It's great. I highly recommend you give Warmogs a try if it's not already a part of your builds. I do think Varus has a Blade of the Rune King now, but he didn't have it when I was building the Warmogs. Yeah, I don't think so. Here I'm looking at what to build. I'm thinking, do I want a Randuin's to deal with the crit? Or do I want a Dead Man's Plate to get some speed? Oh, this is a good song. Fuck! Here to talk about League of Legends, I'm doing a fucking album review. What the hell? Whatever. So yeah, I forget what I decided to go here. Yeah, I do end up deciding to go for the Randuin's, because I'm like, okay, they've got a Yasuo. That fucking Varus is building crit. I'm pretty sure Randuin's and Dead Man's Plate provide pretty much the same amount of stats. I think Randuin's is a little bit more expensive. But for it being a little bit more expensive, you miss out on the movement speed. But in return, you gain the you can see there, 20% hit rate on my Comet, by the way. But in return, you gain the ability to be dealt less damage from critical strikes, and also the slow, which is nice. But yeah, I wouldn't have faulted anyone for going Dead Man's Plate here. You know, I had to think about it quite a bit. I'm like, oh, do I really want to go fucking, I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to start pushing this down, hopefully so that my team can start pushing the mid lane. But, you know, I'm looking if my team's going to fight, so I decided to TP in here. And here, this is going to be really fucking weird. I'm looking forward to seeing this back, because I have no idea what happened here in the actual game. Okay, so I go in. Oh, I see what happened. Jhin died. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? How did Varus kill both the Jhin and the Lulu? Because I went to chase after the Luxia thinking, oh yeah, you know, that fucking, Varus is dead. Because, you know, once he comes out of stasis, he's got fucking Jhin and Lulu sitting on his fucking head. But, yeah, Jhin actually died. I didn't notice that Jhin died. That's why I went after the Lux. If I noticed that, paid a bit more attention, that would have gone a bit better. My bad. So, I'm going to head towards the Baron here. I want to ward it up. I want to try and keep vision on it as much as possible. You just cannot afford to have an unwarded Baron this late into the game. And I'm someone who likes to keep my warding totem for most of the game on Singed. Like, sometimes I will switch to Sweeper if, you know, the game calls for it. But yeah, just get vision on that Baron. And for some reason, I'm just trying to harass Riven here, but for some reason she pops ult and tries to go all in on me here. So I'm like, alright, I'll pop Ghost. I take a bunch of damage, but so does she. My ult's going to be coming up. Ground her there. Fling her for even more damage. Jarvan does die. But I'm chunking them out so hard here. Okay, I get hit by a binding there. That's bad. Yeah, okay, never mind. But here I pop ult now, kill the Riven. The whole enemy team jumps on me, but they take a big chunk of damage and don't end up killing me because my team collapses. And we end up wiping them there. Yeah, that ended up going quite well. Honestly, I think that was the Riven's fault. She shouldn't have gone aggressive on me for no reason. And they clearly had no vision in our jungle because my team just walked in and the enemy team didn't react. So, yeah, not a smart move by her. Yeah, look at this Warmog's fucking regen right here. So, literally, I don't need to go back right now. I can just be like, alright, clear this wave. Keep clearing the waves. If my team is pushing mid, I can just rotate down and I'm full health. It doesn't matter. That's why Warmog is such a good item this late in the game. Like, you don't generally want to get it. Like, sometimes I will go, like, Leandry's, Thornmail, Warmogs, if the game calls for it. But most of the time you want to get like 4th or 5th item. Because it's just much better later in the game, you know. When you can actually use the passive because you have enough health to trigger it. But, you know, it's just better in these late game fights as well. But at this point, I'm really fat. I've got 4k HP. I've got a shit ton of damage. A lot of that's because of Gathering Storm. Like, Gathering Storm, it just hit 40 minutes, so I think Gathering Storm... Yeah, I'm getting 80 AP from Gathering Storm. That's a lot of fucking AP. And even more from my ult. I'm on 400 AP here. Okay. See, this is Singe in the late game now. Gathering Storm is really good. Here, I'm just gonna, you know, I just do my Singe things. I get picks, I fling people around, I die, but it doesn't matter, because we're gonna win the game. So yeah, a good game by both of us, honestly. You know, there were definitely a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. I did some dumb shit just because I'm having fun, but... like, whatever. That was actually a really nice game. Can't really fault the enemy team in any huge way. Can't really fault my team in any huge way. We made, like, generic mistakes, but nothing really embarrassing. Good play from both teams. And, yeah, we just ended up winning. So, quite good. Let's go to the end of game screen here and take a look at the damage. But yeah, this is hopefully a good example of why Singe is a team fighter and not a split pusher. You know, I understand people love doing this Rot Portal banner Singe. I find it fun sometimes as well. But he's just such a good team fighter. He's such a good team fighter. So, let's see what we got here. A+. Second highest gold on the team, under the Jhin. And we're going to see the damage here. There we go. That is a lot of damage, and a lot of damage taken. Definitely tank it up for the team there as well. So actually went quite well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think I'm going to open this bloody level up thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe if you like the Singe content and want to see more and just League of Legends content in general. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Jim. So if you like my work, consider supporting me on Patreon. For those of you wondering where the next Dark Souls video is going to be, I'm going to try and get it out this weekend for you. My internet is better now, and obviously new internet will be coming in January, hopefully, so that'll be good. But yeah, until then guys, thank you all for watching, take care, and I'll see you all next time. And I really need to play different champions, because I've got fucking 8 keys and 0 chests. Fucking hell.